What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar with C-Zar Gets Crypto, and we are talking about GXLM, Greyscale, Stellar Lumens Trust for Mr. Ronald Reyes. Ronald, you requested this, so I'm much obliged to be talking about this tonight. Looking at this here, we're on the weekly. RSI looks productive, looks pretty strong. Higher lows, higher highs, whatever. You're above the 50. Spending more time above the 50 than below it. Like to see it, right? Versus when you were more time below it than above it, you were coming down and you started making strides higher and then boom, popped. I think you're consolidating, right? You're doing a little bit of consolidation right now from, let's see, from low to high here. You went, ooh, this is really bullish, man. I love seeing this. This is, you know, a lot of people look for this 618, especially like traditional traders or some, I shouldn't say all traditional traders, people who use the 618, the Fibonacci traders like me, right? The golden ratio is an area that almost everybody, even people who aren't like pros at fibs, are aware of the 618, right? It's something that regardless of what your style of TA is, people respect it, right? It's an area that's very focused on. So whenever you see the price come down, like it's going to touch the 618, but it just can't. It's a very bullish thing, man. That means that there was so much buying pressure that it literally couldn't get there. It was being that this golden ratio, this significant area of attraction, it couldn't even get met, man. You couldn't even hit your previous areas of resistance because there's too much buying pressure. Simply put, that's basically it, man. Or just not enough selling pressure. Either way, I think you're consolidating. You've got your higher lows. I very much doubt that if you are to go down from here, that you go lower than this low here. I bet you will continue to form higher lows as you're going up. You've got this flat top here with kind of an ascending triangle look. You're getting ready to pop, though you're just not quite there yet, are you? Maybe you are. You've got 2 days left in this week. Let's see. Holding that 50, man. You are holding that 50. Like to see it, but let's get some bullish follow through. You know, holding this 50 like this and not getting bullish follow through, that could imply some downside, and maybe you do see that. Maybe you do move down again to form a higher low. Let me get this right here. Low to low there. Yeah, you know, just a little bit lower. You could go a little bit below this line even and still be fine, right? This is, look at how gappy this is, man. It doesn't have to be picture perfect. With low volume, low liquidity stuff like this, the rules can be a little bit more flexible, right? They're a little bit more bendable. So you are keeping the trajectory with this green line pretty well. I expect overall, if you do go down, it won't be by much. And if you go up, when it comes time to break out of this zone, you're probably going to see some fireworks to the upside. You're sitting at about 26.51 right now. From top to bottom here, wrestling that 0.5 area. Again, if you were to break this white line, maybe you hold support at that 382. Maybe you wick just a little bit below it, but I doubt you'd see prices below like $21. I mean, really, technically below like $19.50, but I'd be surprised if you got too much lower below this 382. I'd honestly even kind of be surprised if you went to this 382, but don't be too surprised. It very well could happen. But nonetheless, found resistance at your 618 on the first pass. You're working your way back up there now. I think that when it comes time to break this level, you're going to make a straight shot up to your 786, 886 area, which is anywhere from about 39, let's call it $40 to $46, somewhere in that range. With the potential, because you have been consolidating, you do have this like kind of like flat top here. It's kind of curved, but you know what I mean. Oh, ETC's up apparently. I just got an alert, but I do think that you will see these extensions come into play between the 1618, the golden extension, and the 1272, between about $78 to $125, somewhere in that range. You could see that by the end of this year, right? I very much think that you could see that by the end of this year, because again, you look like you're in this range of like consolidation. Your volume's dying off. Generally speaking, I was telling someone this earlier in the comments, whenever you get consolidation and your volume's dying off, you're getting weaker and weaker volume, what that implicates is that when your volume comes in, you're going to get a breakout. Hopefully not that way. Hopefully it's that way. but you're consolidating. You're at the end of your wits with this thing. When the volume comes in, the move will come in, and hopefully it's to the upside. And I wouldn't expect that it would be a move like this. I would expect that it would be more of a move like this. Sure, you could rumble into it maybe, or maybe you pop and then you fizzle out and go up a little bit. But either way, I think that when this thing breaks, it will take you to new highs, new yearly highs, and you probably will see, what was that fib again? From top to bottom, you'll see prices around $78 to $125, and that could very well happen by the end of December. And if not by the end of December, I would expect sometime next year before the halving, probably in Q1. But when this thing moves up, it likes to move up, man. Let's look at XLM real quick. XLM USD. Right. You kind of have an inverse head and shoulders right here, actually. I don't know if you can see it, right? I think you can, but you got the left shoulder here. Here's your head. Right shoulder there, right? Head and shoulders, man. It looks beautiful. Ooh. I forget what the volume is supposed to be, though. I think it's supposed to like decline. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I've seen enough head and shoulders patterns where the volume was all kinds of ways, not what it's supposed to be, and it still works out. So this is definitely a well-respected pattern in the crypto space, and it's recognized pretty well. If it plays out the way that I think that it would, your measure move would be, let's see here, that would take you all the way up to 18 cents. You're at 12 cents now, so that's a 33% growth in XLM. Let's see what that would do, a 33% growth. Wait, let me go back actually. Sorry, 33% from the top. From where it is now, that would actually be about a 44% growth. Okay, so GXLM, if we were to see a 44% growth, wow, man, this thing's got a lot more room in it, man. That'd take you up to here, the 786, 886 zone. And I do think, again, if Stellar Lumens, the spot price of Stellar goes up 44%, I would think this will probably go up substantially higher. Going up 60% or so, that could happen, man. But with that being said, again, man, I kind of would expect that you'd see this, you know, if not by the end of the year, maybe by first quarter. You know, with this look, kind of taking it into consideration, maybe you do break out up here, test back previous areas for support, and then you continue to move up. Maybe toward the end of the year, you're moving up. You're not quite there yet, but toward the beginning of next year, you start to see some more follow through to these areas. But all in all, I do think that you are working your way up here. Maybe I was a little bit bullish, too bullish, saying that $77 to $125 by the end of the year is going to happen. But it's a possibility. It could absolutely happen. You know, this isn't really like a perfectly symmetrical ascending triangle, but if I'm being conservative, I mean, that would take you a little bit above your, or just really close to your 1272. So I do think you'd at least see that. $77, $78, that could be by the end of the year. I could see that. Maybe this less likely, the 125, but who knows? Who knows? But all in all that to say, I think you're consolidating. I think you're moving sideways. You're going to be moving up, moving down, whatever. And very soon, probably before the middle of this month, you're going to see the breakout, right? Very, very soon. So when that breakout happens, it'll definitely be like a move like this, like pretty quick to the upside, right? Probably more like this is what I would assume, but who knows? All in all that to say, bullish on Stellar Lumens. If it goes down, it won't be by much. Stellar Lumens Greyscale Trust, and if it goes up, it'll definitely, I would think, take out these highs in a fairly short amount of time. So if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you'd like to see more. I hope I wasn't too confusing in that one. I know I kind of like lost my train of thought, or like changed some of my opinions there toward the end, but yeah, if you liked it, hit the like button. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.